Archangel Michael says, "This person has committed a crime so great that the weight of their actions echoes through the heavens. The world has witnessed their fall, their deception unraveling before all eyes. Judgment stands at the door, waiting for the final call to be made. Darkness moves through the corridors of time, whispering the name of the guilty. They thought their sins would remain hidden, buried beneath lies and falsehoods. But nothing stays in the shadows forever, truth is a relentless hunter. The chains of consequence tighten around them, each link forged by their own hands. They had a choice, yet they walked willingly into the abyss, thinking they were above the laws of both man and spirit. Now, they stand alone, stripped of the illusions that once protected them. Their cries will not be heard by those they once controlled. Those who once followed them with blind devotion have turned away in disgust. The heavens wait, but mercy is not easily granted to one who has spilled innocence into the ground." Type 333 to receive divine protection. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $50. Archangel Michael says, "There is no hiding from the weight of judgment. Every action carries its own consequence, and this one is no different. The accused stands in the center, knowing that the moment of reckoning has arrived. The voices of the betrayed echo like thunder, demanding justice. There is no sympathy left in their hearts, they have seen too much, suffered too deeply. The cries of the wounded do not fade, they grow, amplifying into a roar that shakes the very foundation of this world. They could have turned back before it was too late, but arrogance was their downfall. Warnings were ignored, and signs were cast aside like meaningless whispers. Now, there is no more time to plead for another chance. They believed themselves untouchable, walking through life as if no law could bind them. But the hands of justice are relentless, pulling them down into the depths where no escape exists. No power, no influence, no wealth can change what has been set into motion." Type 777 to receive angelic guidance. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $50. The walls of their prison are not made of stone alone but of the choices they made. Every brick is a moment when they could have chosen righteousness but did not. Now, the weight of their deeds crushes them, leaving no room for escape. The world will not weep for them. The victims, the broken lives left in their wake, will see this as a moment of justice finally being served. No tears will be shed, only the sound of the gavel sealing their fate. They thought their influence could erase the past, but time does not forget. The past rises like a tide, swallowing them whole, ensuring that no part of them remains untouched by the judgment they deserve. The weight of every lie, every betrayal, every sin presses upon them now. There is no glory in this fall. No noble end, no redemption song to be sung. Only silence, only the stillness of a fate that they carved with their own hands. Type 111 to receive a breakthrough in your life. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $50. Archangel Michael says, "The heavens have closed their gates to this one. No plea will reach beyond the clouds, for they have chosen their own ending. The cries they send now are unheard in the realms above. The ground beneath them trembles, not out of pity but as a sign that justice has awakened. The forces that they defied now move against them, ensuring that every wrong is met with rightful consequence. There is no escape from the destiny they crafted. Their own hands built this path. Every step led them here, into the pit where regret comes too late. No deals can be made now, no bargains with fate, only the end awaits. Type 999 to break free from all evil chains. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $50. The heavens do not weep for those who choose corruption. The stars do not dim, the sun does not waver, justice is not a thing of sorrow but of necessity. The world moves forward, unshaken by the fall of the wicked. Their name will be remembered, but not in the way they had hoped. It will not be a legacy of power or greatness, but a warning to those who follow. A cautionary tale, whispered to those who think themselves above the order of the universe. The wind carries their last words into nothingness, for even their voice holds no weight now. The story is written, the punishment set, and the heavens turn their gaze elsewhere. The end has come, as it was always meant to. Type 444 to walk in divine favor. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $50. Archangel Michael says, the weight of their choices has finally settled upon them, pressing down with an unbearable force. No longer can they run, no longer can they twist the truth to fit their desires. The world watches as they face the reckoning they long thought they could escape. Their whispers of innocence fall upon deaf ears. There is no one left to deceive, no one left to pull into their web of manipulation. The walls close in, the judgment is final, and the price must now be paid in full. What they once built with deception now crumbles beneath them. Their empire of lies, their fortress of deceit, all reduced to dust in the winds of divine justice. The very foundation they stood upon betrays them now, for it was never meant to last. Type 222 to receive divine clarity. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $50. Their cries are hollow, their pleas meaningless in the grand scheme of what they have done. The pain they inflicted has echoed too far, touched too many, left wounds too deep. The heavens do not answer when justice has already spoken. The ground beneath them no longer supports their steps, for even the earth rejects their presence. The shadows they once commanded have turned against them, no longer willing to shelter their wickedness. There is nowhere left to turn. Time does not grant second chances to those who have ignored every opportunity to repent. The past rises like a storm, pulling them into its grip, ensuring they feel every moment of suffering they once caused. No mercy remains for them now. Type 555 to break free from negativity. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $50. Archangel Michael says, the heavens have closed the book on this one. The final page has been turned, the last word written, and their fate is sealed. No hand reaches down to save them, for they have chosen their own destruction. The voices of those they have harmed rise like a choir, not in sorrow, but in the sound of justice fulfilled. The weight of the truth crushes them, rendering them powerless beneath the force of their own sins. The darkness they embraced now consumes them whole. They once believed they could rewrite reality, reshape the world to fit their greed, but the universe does not bend for corruption. The divine order remains, unshaken by the desires of the wicked. What was set into motion cannot be undone. Type 666 to receive protection from hidden enemies. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $50. The chains of consequence are unbreakable, binding them to the destiny they forged with their own hands. Every link, every shackle, a reminder of the choices they made. Now, they wear the weight of their deeds like a crown of thorns. No one will mourn their fall. No one will light a candle in their memory. Their name will be spoken only as a warning, a lesson to those who think themselves above justice. The doors have shut behind them, trapping them in a prison not just of stone, but of regret. Yet regret comes too late, arriving only when there is nothing left to change. The path they walk now leads only into the abyss. Type 888 to receive a financial breakthrough. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $50. Archangel Michael says, even the night does not welcome them. The stars do not shine upon their path, for they have chosen to walk in the absence of light. The darkness they once wielded has turned against them, and now it claims them as its own. The echoes of their own voice are all that remain. No allies, no followers, no believers in their cause. They stand alone in the wreckage of what they once built, realizing too late that nothing was ever truly theirs. The winds carry away their name, scattering it into the void where all forgotten things go. There will be no statues, no legacy, only the fading memory of what once was. Justice does not remember those who refuse to stand in its light. Type 000 to receive divine peace. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $50. Their story ends not in triumph, not in redemption, but in silence. The final act has played, the curtain has fallen, and the world moves on without them. Their time has come, and it will not come again. The heavens stand still, unmoved by the tears they now shed. For when they had the power to change, they refused. And now, change has been forced upon them in the most absolute of ways. The gates of justice have closed, and the judgment is final. The world no longer belongs to them. The heavens have spoken, and there is nothing more to say. Archangel Michael says, the weight of their deeds settles like a storm upon their shoulders. No longer can they pretend, no longer can they twist the truth in their favor. The light of divine justice has revealed all, leaving them with nothing but the harsh reality of their crimes. Every moment they believed themselves untouchable has crumbled. Their arrogance, once a towering monument, now lies in ruins at their feet. They stare at the wreckage of their own making, unable to turn away from the horror of what they have done. The cries of the innocent are louder than ever, vibrating through the heavens, shaking the foundations of existence itself. There is no escaping the voices that call for justice, no hiding from the pain they have caused. The heavens watch in silence, waiting for the final sentence to be carried out. Type 1212 to receive divine intervention. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $50. Their time has run out. Every breath they take is borrowed, every second slipping through their fingers like grains of sand. The end they thought would never come now stands before them, immovable and final. The walls around them seem to close in, shadows creeping forward like hands reaching from the depths. They can feel the weight of eternity pressing down, reminding them that there is no return from the path they have chosen. The darkness they once controlled now controls them, leaving no room for escape. They believed their name would be remembered in power, yet it will only be spoken in warning. A whisper carried by the wind, a lesson to those who believe themselves above the will of the divine. They are no longer feared, no longer revered, only pitted as an example of how far the mighty can fall. Type 1313 to receive angelic strength. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $50. Archangel Michael says, "The heavens do not grieve for those who embrace wickedness. No tears are shed for those who turn their back on righteousness. The stars do not fade, the sun does not waver, justice stands firm, unshaken by the downfall of the guilty. Every door they once walked through is now sealed. No power, no wealth, no influence can force them open again. The path they chose led them to this place, and now, there is no way back. They believed they could outrun the truth, but the truth never stops pursuing those who flee from it. It catches them now, wrapping itself around them like chains forged from the very lies they told. No key exists to undo what they have done." Type 1414 to receive divine wisdom. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $50. The ground beneath them trembles, as if the earth itself rejects them. The air grows heavy, pressing upon their spirit, demanding that they acknowledge the weight of their actions. Yet still, they look for an escape that does not exist. The heavens are silent, not because they do not see, but because the time for mercy has passed. The gates have closed, the final word has been spoken, and now, they must walk the road they paved with their own hands. Their pleas are nothing more than echoes in the void, lost and unheard. The darkness they summoned now swallows them whole. No light remains, no warmth, no comfort. The very forces they once wielded against others now turn upon them, ensuring that they feel the full measure of their own wickedness. Type 1515 to receive protection from all harm. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $50. Archangel Michael says, "There is no turning back the hands of time. What is done cannot be undone, and what has been judged cannot be reversed. The universe moves forward, unshaken by the cries of the guilty. They stand in the ruins of their own creation, realizing too late that their power was an illusion. Everything they built was fragile, hollow, destined to collapse beneath the weight of their own sins. They no longer own their fate, it has been claimed by the justice they tried to outrun. No longer do they command fear, no longer do they hold dominion over others. Their name fades into the abyss, remembered not in reverence, but in warning. They are nothing more than a shadow of what once was." Type 1616 to unlock divine favor. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $50. They once believed themselves gods among men, untouchable in their arrogance. But even the most powerful fall when their foundation is built on deception. No kingdom stands forever when it is ruled by wickedness. Now, they are left with nothing. The faces they once manipulated now turn away in disgust. The voices that once praised them now speak only in condemnation. The silence is their final punishment. No glory, no redemption, only the emptiness of knowing that their name will never be spoken with honor again. The world has moved on, and they have been left behind. Type 1717 to walk in the light of righteousness. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $50. The heavens have spoken, and there is nothing more to say. Archangel Michael says, the final judgment has been cast, and the echoes of its decree ripple through the fabric of time. No force in heaven or earth can undo what has been written in the stars. The scales have been balanced, and the guilty stand alone beneath the weight of their sentence. Their power, once vast and all-consuming, has been stripped away like dry leaves in a storm. They stand exposed, vulnerable, trembling before the truth they tried to bury. There is no armor left to shield them, no veil to hide behind, only the raw, undeniable consequence of their own actions. Every soul they betrayed now watches in solemn silence. The once faithful have become spectators of their downfall, no longer bound by the chains of deception. The voices that once praised them have turned into whispers of warning, ensuring that no one will follow their path again. Type 1818 to receive divine justice in your life. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $50. Their breath is shallow, each inhale tinged with the cold realization that there is no redemption left for them. They have spent every ounce of goodwill, every chance to turn away from their wickedness. The doors of mercy, once open, are now closed forever. The earth beneath them no longer welcomes their footsteps. The skies above refuse to acknowledge their cries. They are neither here nor there, trapped in the void they created through their own arrogance. There is no honor in their fall, no hero's farewell. Their name will not be sung in songs, nor written in the histories of the great. Instead, they will be remembered as a lesson, an eternal reminder of what becomes of those who betray the order of the universe. Type 1919 to receive divine direction. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $50. Archangel Michael says, the heavens remain still, unmoved by the false sorrow of the wicked. The divine does not pity those who had every chance to change but chose darkness instead. The price must be paid, for balance must be restored. They thought they were invincible, that no force could bring them down. But the arrogance of mortals is a fragile thing, easily shattered beneath the weight of justice. Their empire of corruption has turned to dust, and now they stand in its ruins, alone. There is no coming back from this abyss. No hand will reach down to pull them free, for they have rejected every opportunity to grasp the light. Now, the darkness they once controlled is their only companion, and it will never release them. Type 2020 to walk in divine protection. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $50. Time does not mourn for the fallen. The sun continues to rise, the stars continue to shine, and the world moves on without them. They are nothing more than a fading shadow, disappearing from existence with each passing moment. The echoes of their misdeeds still linger, but soon, even those will fade. The name they once cherished, the legacy they sought to build, will be buried beneath the sands of time. No monument will be erected in their honor, no stories will be told of their greatness. The judgment is final, the path set in stone. They can neither escape it nor rewrite it. This is the fate they have chosen, and now, they must walk it to the very end. Type 2121 to unlock divine breakthroughs. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $50. Archangel Michael says, "The silence around them is deafening. It is not the silence of peace, but the silence of being forgotten. Their name, once spoken with admiration or fear, now drifts into nothingness, erased from the hearts of those who once knew them. Even the shadows abandon them. They are no longer rulers of darkness, no longer masters of deception. They are simply remnants of what once was, echoes of a past that no one will miss. They were given power, and they abused it. They were given trust, and they shattered it. Now, they are given judgment, and there is no force in existence that can undo what has been set into motion." Type 2222 to receive divine restoration. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $50. The road ahead is not paved with gold, nor lined with redemption. It is a road of solitude, stretching endlessly into the unknown. It is the road they have carved with their own hands, and they must walk it alone. No voices call out to them, no hands extend in kindness. Their legacy is dust, their power an illusion, their influence a fleeting memory. They are nothing more than a shadow dissolving in the wind. The world will remember them only as a warning. The heavens will not grieve their loss, for they were never meant to stand among the righteous. The final chapter has been written, and it does not end in their favor. Type 2323 to receive divine favor. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $50. The heavens have spoken, and there is nothing more to say.